Welcome guys to another ProfileTree video. So today we're going to have a rundown through the best easy website builders. So yes, we'll go ahead and get started. So of course there are a load of different website builders to use, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when trying to find the easiest website builder. So here I have listed out some of the easier ones to use, especially for a beginner. So we'll go ahead and go through them. But first of all, what I want to cover is what website builder do you choose? So for people who aren't so technical with building a website, there's a few things that you may want to look into before committing to a build, before committing to building on that website builder. Now, here's a couple of key points. For those that want a simple, attractive website, I would recommend to look out for a website builder that has an easier interface to use, ones that come ready built with templates, and also keep an eye out for drag and drop features or click and point. These are the most easiest website builders to use and don't require any coding whatsoever. So yes, make sure you look out for website builders that don't require any coding. It will pretty much just lessen your worries on being too technical as well. And yeah, pretty much just try to avoid those if you're not too technical. Next, of course, if your end goal is to have a sleek professional online store, then you may want to look into an e-commerce tailored website such as Shopify, Wix, GoDaddy, Squarespace, anything pretty much available and can be or purely an e-commerce tailored website. Now, make sure you look for a builder that wouldn't be too complicated to set up as well. Lastly, of course, research is key. It's important to find what website builder is more suited to you. So, of course, everybody's different. Some or others may find one platform easier than the other. So make sure that you look for a website builder that's easy for you to understand. Another thing I want to cover as well is make sure that you explore the key features of each website builder. Some people do miss this out and then jump into a website builder not knowing some of the key features, and then they don't use any of these features available to them, especially when setting up a subscription plan. So first of all there, we've got mobile compatibility. Now luckily, the website builders that we have now, or some of the website builders that I have listed within this video, already have mobile compatibility. Now if you are going to go through the technical route of creating a website, you may want to make sure that it is mobile compatible. Pretty much basically it's just if it's not mobile compatible, then you'll throw off some visitors, especially if the website isn't responsive on mobile. It can be a little bit frustrating. Of course, you want to broaden your business or whatever regular site you're running. So that's one of the most important features to have within a website. Next, of course, is hosting and domains. Now, when you're building a website, there's two components needed other than design: a website host and domain name, so URL to navigate to your site. Many website builders offer all three services. If you already own a domain name and want to use a different website builder, you'll have to migrate your domain to the new platform. Now, of course, this could be if you own a domain, say on GoDaddy, and you want to use a new platform or new website builder like Wix, then you would have to transfer that domain name to Wix. Next, of course, this is more to do with the actual plan or subscription that you're paying for. Just be very, very careful with how much or the amount of images and video you put into your website, because it can be easy to upload. However, you need to make sure that you manage your storage capabilities. Luckily, what's great about some website builders is that they offer free non-copyright images and videos. Just make sure you don't overdo it. Of course, depending on the plan that you have, it may not run as good. Next, or last there is business email. Most website builders come with the ability to create an email address with your domain name. However, some website builders charge extra to have this feature, so be sure that you choose the right plan. So yes, make sure that you pick the right plan. It is very vital for it. Okay, now you may be wondering, how do I pretty much create a website? So what I need to know for website building. 3 simple rules. You've got your header, you've got your section, and you've got your footer. Now, it depends how much you would want to add to your section. It could be a home page, it could be an about us or contact us. So it can vary. Of course, I've got some listed examples there. Now, the most important part, of course, is your header and footer, since that'll be showing on each page, depending if you have a multiple page website or a singular page website. Now, you would want to have a logo, your menu, login. Social media is pretty much optional. You don't need to have that. You can have that elsewhere within the site. But those 3 there, which is logo, menu, and login, are one of the most important ones, especially if you are creating an e-commerce website. Now for the footer, of course, we have links, menu, social media, and disclaimer. It can be a little bit different from the footer. Of course, that's where you're showing like location, navigation as well, and maybe some other parts, like as I said there, the disclaimer or social media. So those are just a couple of basic rules within building a website. So what website builders do we have for either e-commerce websites, could be regular websites, or just in general a site for yourself? So Wix Editor is the first one there. It's one of the more powerful website builders, and it's not too overwhelming as well. Comes with plenty of templates, great customer support, and I would say that this is the top choice for beginners or even pro web builders. Next in line there, I've got Squarespace, and it is one of the more popular and best website builders. It has a load of features that can be handy for the user as well. It can take a while to learn in terms of location of menus and features, but this builder is a cross between drag and drop editor and point and click editor. This is also one of my favorites there. Squarespace is pretty good, and very well designed templates is what they have pretty much on their website builder. Next we have GoDaddy, and it's great for first time users, and it requires 0 technical skills. Pretty much all you have to do is answer a few questions about what your website's about and what the purpose is pretty much for your website. You can choose a template you like and then pretty much go from there. GoDaddy doesn't offer as many design options. That's one of the issues as well, and it's not as customizable as well. Next we have Jimdo, which helps you create a personalized site with photos, could have tailored text, as well as details to fit your industry. Now I have set there that it is only for primarily regular websites, but they do offer some e-commerce websites as well. So I would recommend to use Jimdo. It's more the fact that it is a very, very simple and easy website builder. You got 2 options as well, where you can create a website purely on questions, or you can code your website as well. So if you want to try that out, by all means, go ahead. Next and lastly is Xero. So it is a website builder that has the lowest prices in terms of plan, but of course, to take advantage of the low cost, you need to agree to a 4-year contract. There is always a catch. After that, you'll get the choice of more than 100 free templates to get started. Designs are great and rely on hero sections or images to nail the designs. This is a drag and drop editor and has all the elements you need to build a site. So these are some of the website builders we're going to be looking into, and we're going to go ahead and start off with GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is, of course, one of the more easier ones. So of course, it's got its pros and cons. You've got a 24/7 customer support, great value for introductory plans, uses an artificial design intelligence to create a quick site. And its cons is that it has a limited app market, very limited customization, and it's also very pricey with the add-ons. The only way to explain this is to actually go to the website builder itself. So I'll see you guys there. So as you can see, we're on the GoDaddy website builder. Now they have a great amount of options for templates. So depending on the category, of course, of your website, whether it be an e-commerce site or a non-e-commerce site, there are a load of options to choose from. So starting off, you've got some coming soon. So that's pretty much if you're a physical store and you're wanting to create an online website, you can have pretty much some promotionals where you're stating that you're going to open an online store. This is probably something you would want to create. Now, of course, you have there fashion and beauty, home services, health and fitness, online stores, art and design, and just a bunch of other options there. So we'll go ahead and also take a look at the pretty much how to set up the template. But there are, of course, we'll go ahead and view an example. So here's one here. So this is a personal blog by the looks of things, or a grand opening. So we'll go ahead and take a look at one. We'll do restaurants and food. And we'll go ahead and preview this, Parlance. And they've got a shop now area as well. So you can see how modern the website looks. So off the bat, it's a very modern website. And you could even reserve a special order. They've got Instagram here as well. It's nice how it's got some like loading screens as well. And there's also mobile optimization. Now, say you didn't want to use any of the templates. What's available for you as well is a building from scratch website builder. So say we are creating a website and we're going to do a bakery one. There are different options to choosing. So you've got bakery, wholesale bakery, wedding cakes, coffee or tea shop, deli restaurant, food and drink. You can pick whatever one you want there. And then, let's see, pastry. So something like that, pastry delight. And we'll just do that. It's already created a website for us on the background. So just a couple of questions answered and a website name, and we've got ourselves a fully built website. And by the looks of things, it is a one-page website is what it's created for us. We've got pretty much our area for our hero section. We've got an about us, just a couple of bits and pieces there. Subscribe or newsletter, and a contact us form along with a footer. You can also add some sections in if you wanted to. And there's a couple of different ones there. There's commerce, contact, general, and even an image gallery, which would be perfect for that. So you can have a photo gallery in, and you could choose whatever you want there and add it in. So that's pretty much GoDaddy in a nutshell. It's very, very easy to use, and it would be ideal for someone who is starting off building websites. So yep, this is the one I would recommend, especially if you're a business owner as well, or you're someone who owns or someone who's wanting a quick and easy build. This would be the website builder for you. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next website builder. So next up, we've got Zyro. This is great for beginners. It has SSL encryption, a drag and drop editor. It's also very easy to use. The cons are that you can't switch to another template once you've picked, has lack of advanced features, no real-time support for a free plan, and no access to code editing. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this website builder. So here we are on the website builder Zyro, and these are the different templates that they have. You can choose it from the category there, just filter them out, and they've got pretty much all the templates that you would need. Now, say for example that you were trying to create a website, you could just pretty much click on one of these here. You could see how it relies on the hero sections for its design, but doesn't mean that the website doesn't look good. It does look very modern, and it catches the eye straight away. Of course, if you did want to create a website, just say there's one here, Visibility. I can go ahead and select preview. And that's how modern the website looks already. It's got a lot of animation use, and overall it's a nice built website. And you can even select to start building the site if you wanted to. And pretty much everything is drag and drop. It pretty much just, if you guys have used Wix, you could see how this works as well. It's very easy to use. It's like Squarespace and Wix, and you can add sections and stuff as well. So galleries, and they're all pretty much fitted to how the website would look. So just say I wanted to pick that, I can add that in, and I could blend that in with the website by changing the images. And I can also delete them if I wanted to, or add more, change the background, move some buttons about. It's a very easy website builder to use, and I don't think you'll have any issue changing things about. You can even remove some fonts as well, just as long as you play about with the actual website builder. I think you'll get along very well. Now, what's great as well is that I can view other templates as well. So say I didn't want to choose that template, I can go ahead and pick a blank template, and then I could start building from there. So there's one there from scratch, one for portfolio template, blank blog template, podcast, just a list of different options. And I can even search for some templates myself if I wanted to. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up Xero. Nice, quick, and simple. Very easy website builder to use as well. So yes, we'll go ahead and move on to our next website builder. So moving on, we've got Squarespace. So the pros to this is that it's modern, stunning website designs. It's got a user-friendly editor, a good number of apps for added functionality to the site, AMP formatting, limited availability labels for e-commerce. Unfortunately, it does lack the customization freedom, so designs can vary. It's fairly expensive for what it is as well, so that's pretty much with the premium plans. And it's also got limited customer support, so that's the unfortunate things about it. Anyway, we'll go ahead and check out that website builder. So guys, this is what the website builder looks like for Squarespace. You can see it's very easy to navigate around to, and there isn't really a lot of issues. So something to note as well, that you may find that the build your own template might disappear. It has happened to me before, where I haven't seen it for like a couple of weeks and it came back and I had to use a separate link to go to build my own template. Apart from the glitchy things can happen with website builders, of course. It's not perfect. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll have a look at some of the templates here and some of the things that you could use. As you can see, they've got a list of different templates there, and they're all pretty much ready to use. And you can choose it towards your category. So you can, if you have a professional service, some like a restaurant, events, weddings, portfolio, it's pretty much all there. Now, as I was saying as well, if you wanted to build your own template, you can go ahead and do so. So it's pretty much just going to ask you a couple of different questions and then pretty much set the website up for you. So once this loads, it'll ask you what you want to name your site. So we named it pastry. So we'll just go ahead and click on that. Pastry Delight. And I'm going to go ahead and select next. As you can see, you have like a progress bar at the bottom here. And then you could build your homepage from here. So I have like an intro. So say I wanted to pick that. You can see how modernized it is already. And then let's just say I have a featured selling part. Then I wanted to pick an about. Let's do that. You've got a social part as well, which is great. Some forms that you can add. Of course, you can pick and choose whatever one you want. And what I've noticed as well, compared to other website builders, is that this actually has a footer, which is really good. So I can go ahead and select a footer there. So here's one, and that looks really modern. Or I can choose one with navigation links. So it's pretty much your option. If you're happy enough with how it looks, you can add some services and pages. So there's shop, services, about, and contact. You can choose to add them here. And then it'll ask you what you want for a color palette. So say I want something neutral, or I want something bright. I can go ahead and flick through the different options. Once you're happy enough, you can choose what sort of font you want to pair it with, and there's one there for six cups or 6 cups. So that looks really nice, and once you're happy enough, you can go ahead and select finish. It'll gather a couple of pages for you. So we'll just wait for that. Now, of course, if you want to, go by all means use the templates or use the blank templates. Now, it is easy enough to create a website using Squarespace, so that's why I really recommend to use this website builder. So once that loads up, it'll give you a small preview, so it'll welcome you to the site. So if you're happy enough with the title, you can change it again if you want to, really. Then that's it, Pastry Delight. Then I can go ahead and select continue. It'll tell me whether I want to edit my pages. And so there's the create pages there, as you can see. And lastly, you can style your site as well. So it gives you a tutorial on how to do that. And then pretty much just jump in and get started. And then, so you can click edit, pretty much a drag and drop tool. It's customizable to an extent. There are, of course, a couple of issues with the website builder itself. But regardless, you're getting what you're getting. It is a very, very modernized website builder. And there are a couple of different options you can do. So you can drag and drop everything, as you can see. So pretty much just acts like the previous one we looked at, which was 0. And it's nothing compared to the GoDaddy one. So yeah, it's really easy to use. You can add sections in if you wanted to. You can add some pages. As you can see, there's different options there. So there's a service one. I can plop that in there. And of course, if I'm not happy with it, I can remove it. And there's, of course, 2 different views, where there's a mobile view and a phone or a mobile optimization, just to make sure that everything looks okay. But yeah, overall, I think that this is a great first-time user or an easy website builder to use. So this is another one that I would recommend. Anyway, okay, so now we'll look into Wix. So as you can see, there's pros and cons, of course. So starting off with the pros, there are a huge list of templates, has a very versatile editor, has great documentation and support, and also offers a free version to test the service. Now, on top of that as well, which I didn't include, is that it also has 3 different versions of platform, and that's with Wix Editor, Wix Editor, Wix ADI, and Editor X. Now, what's great about that is that it gives you the option to choose on what editor you want to pick. It being a little bit simple, something a little bit more intermediate, or something a little bit more of a professional, or what a pro would use. Anyway, with the cons, it can be confusing with the amount of editors. So of course it has its perks, and it of course has its downfall. And I've also said that it also has basic SEO features. Designs aren't responsive, and you can't switch templates once you've picked. However, you can switch your template from Wix Editor to Editor X if you decide to upgrade the look of the website. Anyway, enough talk. We'll go ahead and check out what the website builder looks like. So this is the sign up for Wix. As you can see, we're at the login. Now you can easily transfer from login to sign up just by clicking on the sign up. And that's where you would address your email and your password as well, or you can sign in with Google or Facebook. Now, since we of course have an account, we're going to go and skip this process. So once you have signed up, this is the first page that you will see. So it'll ask you what platform you want to use. And of course, there are 2 options there, which is Wix and Editor X. We are going to choose Wix. It is an easier platform to use rather than Editor X, where it can get a little bit too complicated. So that's what I would prefer to use or recommend to use. And of course, we're creating a website here. So something to do with Pastry Delight. So we'll do bakery. And there's a couple of options there. Look, as you can see, there's bakery, pop-up bakery, bakery baking portfolio, wedding bakery, wholesale bakery, and the list goes on. But for the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and select bakery. Okay, so now it'll ask us to name the restaurant name. So this is where we put in Pastry Delight. And I'm going to go ahead and click next. So then, of course, it'll ask you a couple of different areas, what you want to add to your website. You can't choose to skip this. This is only part of the boost or features of having a Wix website. So you can add a chat, Instagram, restaurant menus, food orders. It's dependent on you, especially if you're creating a sort of e-commerce website. So I'm just showing you how easy it is to do. So I'm just going to skip that for now. And it'll ask this again. This is why it gets a little bit confusing. So there's Wix Editor, Editor X, or Wix ADI. But I'm going to go ahead and just push through to Wix Editor. And as you can see, there are a list of different options for the templates to choose from. So it's pretty much all there for you. And if I go ahead and select next, there's a couple of different ones there, and it lists up all the way to 3 pages. Now, if you don't fancy any of those templates that are default towards Wix, you can choose a blank template instead. And that's easily modifiable as well. So this is pretty much the same as Zero. If I go ahead and select a website here, I'm just going to type in bakery, and I select the bread one, I can go ahead and view that and preview how this website looks. So it's got a video background. So when you're happy enough with how the website actually looks, so you could even view it in a mobile optimization way. And yes, once you're happy, you can go ahead and select to edit the website. So we'll wait for this to load. So as you've loaded up, you can see it gives you a preview of the different sections there. You've got add elements, add section, pages and menu, site design, add apps, my business, media and content manager. And you've also got different tools as well on the top there. And of course you can choose to just zoom in, and then everything here is pretty much modifiable. And you can snap things to object as well, point to click. So it's pretty much as easy as it goes as a website builder. And you can even add sections as well, just like Zero and the rest of the other website builders. So yeah, that's pretty much Wix in a nutshell. It's just an easier tool to use, and I do recommend Wix out of the rest of the other website builders. It is one of the more popular builders to use. Anyway, enough talk. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next website builder. Okay, on to our next web developer or website builder is Jim2, and we've got some pros and cons. Of course, the pros here is it's got a free image library. You can create a custom site within 3 minutes. You've got personal website assistance, and it is also extremely to use. Now, the cons being is that it's got no blog functionality, no app store to add or enhance functionality to the site. So pretty much this means that it's got less features, unlike the rest of the other websites. It's got no backup for the site, and you've also got some template restrictions. Anyway, we'll go ahead and view the website builder itself. So here we are on the website builder, and of course we've got a couple of options there where we can create a website and a logo. Now you've got your accounts on the bottom left, as you can see, a little help button there as well, and some notifications. Now if you wanted to create a new website, all you would need to click on is new website, and the same goes for a new logo. Anyway, we'll go ahead and click on new website, and then it'll ask us 2 different options here. So we create our website using code-based or no coding required. So we'll check out the no coding required. This would be ideal for people that are wanting an easy web builder or a website builder. So depending on who you're creating the website for, of course, you could create it for a single individual or a group of people. So of course, the group of people is for a team, organization, or business with more than one person. And if you're creating it for yourself, then you would have it as set as individual. Second one here is establishing what the business is for. So of course, we have there a personal project or event. We've got a project or a hobby, a project that might turn into a business, or a new business or professional project, or an established franchise. So it could be where you owned a physical store for several years and you decided to broaden your products towards online use. Then that would be it. But we're going to go ahead and select a new business. Next, it's going to ask us what the name of the business project is. So say we've been selling pastries, so Pastry Delight. Just autocorrect that. There we are. And then we'll go ahead and select continue. So the next page here, it'll ask us if this is one of our listings. So these are at the minute genuine running stores. So there's Lucille, Delicious Delights, and Delight, Fine Cost, and Backwarn. So that's in Germany, and these are in Germany as well. Apologies if I have butchered the name. So there's two listings there, and of course, if you don't see your profile, then all you need to do is click on I don't see my profile here, and you can continue. Then, of course, it'll ask us what the business category is. I'm just going to say that it is a bakery. And of course, there are other options there, which is great. Now, what are the goals for this website? So, to promote a physical business and to also sell online. But for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go ahead and try to show you guys that you could promote a physical business while not running an online store. So it could be like a brochure pretty much. So this would be good and easy for you to create as a website builder. So then, of course, you can add photos from Instagram or Facebook, but at this current moment, I do not have either of those. And then it'll ask what the website is about. So of course, it is a cafe and bakery or cakes and desserts. So we'll just go with the bakery for now. And then it'll give you a list of different styles that you could use. So you can go modern, minimal, fresh, dark, natural, or elegant. I'm going to go ahead and select elegant. And it'll ask us a color. I'm just going to choose that navy blue looking one. And we could do appointments, menu. Then you can add like gallery if you wanted to, or jobs, events, depending on, but you only have 3 additional options to add to your homepage. So we're going to do the ones there. Instead of appointments, we'll do gallery. Now you can add more in. It's just for that very moment, we're not able to do that. So once those have loaded, then you'll get 2 different layouts. And of course, you could pick which one you'd like. I'm going to go and select this one to get me started. Or you can select the Surprise Me one. And it'll list a different amount of available domains that you can use. But of course, if you want to just skip that for the meantime, you can just create and start editing your website. So then, of course, it'll load up very, very fast. And that was pretty much done within the space of 3 minutes. And it's easy enough to do, no hassle to get in and create a website based for your business. And you've got pretty much everything you need. And you can add more sections just like the rest of the other website builders. So if I wanted to add that gallery, or if I wanted to add a menu, then I can go ahead and do so. So there are a list of different options there, as you can see. And what's great is I could change the name. I could add italics. So pretty much link everything as well to a page, email, or a call. And then of course there are some designs there, so you can create these buttons rounded, sharp, have some animations if you want. So these are all built-in animations. So yeah, pretty much everything you would need is here. So this is one of the easier website builders, of course, and you can choose to do the coding one if you are a little bit more technical, but for those looking at easy website builder, this would be more suited to you. And it does a save as well, which is great. But yes, that pretty much wraps up the rest of the website builders. So if you guys have any questions at all regarding the video, and if I have missed anything, please do let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much.